647 top headlines. Breaking overnight, Rochester police are investigating after 2 cars were shot up here in the city.
This happened just before 10:30 on St. Casimir Street near Norton Street, where officers tell us the call was for people shooting at each other in different directions. They did find evidence of gunfire as well as damage to 2 parked cars. One of them had a 20-year-old woman inside. Luckily, she wasn't hurt, but there are no suspects to name yet or anyone in custody.
The man from Newark who risked his life trying to save this teen says he did the best to change the outcome this week, but sadly we know that student, a high schooler, Wilson Augustave, drowned Monday night.
Now, the Good Samaritan here tells us he's still processing these tragic moments that happened. Aran Spitzer following the story as she joins us now in studio with what he had to say. Aran.
Yeah, Jacob Storrs, the man who jumped into the Erie Canal to try and save the 17-year-old, says he was driving by the bridge in Newark after grabbing a bite to eat with his father when he noticed a teen falling into the canal. That's when his fight or flight instinct kicked in. Storrs says he was swimming for about 10 minutes trying to find the teen, but was unsuccessful. It took first responders about an hour to find Augustave's body.
I was getting out of breath, swimming, looking. It was hard to see anything underneath because it's so muddy and stuff. Just sucks that I couldn't save him. And the family got to go through it. And he was only 17, so he had more to life to go.
After word got out about the teen's passing, classmates arranged a balloon release in Augustave's honor. Storrs says the teen's mom invited him, and when they met him, they thanked him for trying to save their son. Guys, back to you.
Ron, it's just so sad for all involved. Thank you for sharing that part of the story. In more headlines, we have some new updates on the former Greece Deputy Town Supervisor, Michelle Marini. She retired from her current position from the town as we're getting word of this indictment on felony charges against her. The court documents show the counts related to grand larceny are linked to work done on 3 different homes in the county. The DA's office says she violated multiple laws from March 2022 through this year. Marini is also accused of unlawfully tracking a town resident using a GPS device. The supervisor, Bill Rylick, tells News 8 they will continue to work with the DA's office on the investigation.
An emotional day in court as the gunman in a deadly drive-by shooting in Rochester was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. In May of last year, investigators found the victim, 21-year-old Eric Martin Jr., sitting in the front seat of his car on Dewey Avenue with a gunshot wound to his head. Kevin Miller and Kirshawn Chatfield were driving a stolen car when Miller fired the gun, hitting Martin. Both Miller and Chatfield pled guilty to manslaughter. Kirshawn Chatfield, the driver, was sentenced to 15 years behind bars. That gunman, Miller, he's the one who got the 25 to life.
New charges for the man accused of driving drunk and killing a recent grad from Spencerport in a crash this month in Parma. The grand jury indicted Alexander Hackett on multiple counts of aggravated vehicular homicide, manslaughter, assault, DWI and DWAI charges. Deputies say he did admit to having at least 4 beers before driving when he crashed into the car Maria Ikas was in on Burritt Road. That car ended up hitting a tree. The 18-year-old died on scene.
Happening today, a former Spencerport middle school math teacher will be sentenced after pleading guilty to a child porn charge. Ian Milam arrested in August after posing as a high school student on social media in order to send and receive sexually explicit content from underage girls. During his initial plea agreement hearing, Milam acknowledged what he did was wrong, and it was his choice that he will have to live with forever. The charge carries a mandatory minimum of 5 years in prison, and he will appear in court today at 9:30.
The latest on a tractor-trailer rollover on the thruway in Phelps that backed up traffic for miles. You see the damage there around 7 last night. This happened under the Mott Road Bridge just before the exit, taking everyone to Geneva and Lyons off the thruway. The driver has minor injuries. That stretch of 90 is clear this morning as the crash is still under investigation. Once we learn more from state police on an update, we'll share that with you at rochesterfirst.com. For now, your current road conditions: sunrise traffic at 6:52. A live view from the Bay Bridge. All 6 lanes clear, no slowdowns there. Swinging around the expressways, a crash reported within the last 10 minutes at 590 northbound at the exit for Winton Road. There's also another one, Fairport Road at 490. We'll take another update here of sunrise traffic whenever we get word of any heavy congestions every couple of minutes throughout CBS Mornings too. Tonight, President Biden and former President Donald Trump are going to face off in their first debate ahead of November's general election. This is an hour and a half, 90 minutes for the debate coming from Atlanta, largely to focus on hot-button issues, including immigration, the economy, abortion, and the ongoing wars in Ukraine and Gaza. You can see that live here beginning at 9 right here on News 8.
A major step forward for mental health care in Rochester and beyond. Leaders with Golisano Children's Hospital cut the ribbon on a new pediatric urgent care for kids and teens who may be facing mental health crises. It is the first of its kind in upstate New York and only the second in the entire state, where prior to this, young patients would have had to seek treatment from adult psychiatric facilities.
We're in a community that has really not only felt the need, but been able to talk out loud about it and do something. We have expanded services already that have made an impact. But what's happened today is more than that. It's not only a new service, a new place for people to go, but it's truly different.
The urgent care will welcome patients beginning July 15th. Walk-ins open from 12 to 7 every day of the week.
Car dealerships around the U.S. are back to old-school methods of operations, as one of their major suppliers in the industry is dealing with a cyber attack. The head of the Rochester Automobile Dealers Association tells us this hack is very disruptive since the dealer management system, CDK, runs operations covering sales, billing, and more. To try to prevent further risk to data, the program had to be pulled, leaving a lot of these dealers using handwritten service orders and sales contracts. Even though it's been about a week since this cyber attack, they've been without their computer system. It's still unclear what information the hackers may have gotten access to.
The people in our area will soon have a new Shake Shack to check out, marking this fast casual joint's first location in upstate New York that is not at a thruway station. The spot in Henrietta will officially open its doors July 9th, and another location already planned for Greece next year, though an address and date have not been revealed yet. A portion of opening day sales in Henrietta will be donated to a local organization that provides food and medical transportation for folks in need. The first wave of customers, you'll also get custom cups, keychains, and stickers, as well as a greeting from Spikes, the Red Wings mascot.
Speaking of the Wings, Spikes and the team back in action today had a rain postponement for the scheduled start last night. So it's the Wings and Indianapolis playing a doubleheader downtown instead. First pitch at 1. Also of note, Pride Night at the ballpark rescheduled for September. Your weather heading out? Maybe want to play hooky today. See a doubleheader.
Yeah.
Not bad for a Thursday.
All day.
Yeah.
I'd probably wear maybe long sleeves.
Yeah.
There, as numbers are in the lower 60s. And eventually low 70s for this afternoon, so much cooler than we have been really the past week and a half. Tonight, 50s for you, so very chilly to start off your Friday, but sun enjoys us as again, and we'll get into the upper 70s there. Back to the 80s for Saturday. That's the day we've got circled for storms. It does look like it's most of the day, really morning and afternoon, so watch out for that. See if it maybe bleeds into Sunday a bit before we cool off briefly Monday, and then back into the 80s towards July 4th.
Getting there, and then, yeah, closing out the month this weekend. How about that?
Came so soon.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching us here this Thursday at Sunrise. We'll see you back here in 30.
Have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.